Have you ever wondered which European cities are in a downward spiral, facing shrinking populations, economic decline, and vanishing opportunities? In today's video, we'll uncover the 10 fastest collapsing cities in Europe and the reasons behind their unfortunate fall. From once thriving hubs of culture and industry to now struggling urban landscapes, these cities are grappling with challenges that have put them on a rapid decline. Stick around to the end to find out which city is collapsing faster than any other. Before we dive in, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our future updates. Number 10, Katowice in Poland. Once a booming industrial city in southern Poland, Katowice has seen its economy dwindle in recent decades due to a decline in coal mining and heavy industry. The result is shrinking job opportunities and a population that's been steadily declining. Katowice was historically Poland's coal capital, but the shift away from coal mining has left thousands jobless. Many residents have been forced to move to other regions in search of work, further driving down the population. The lack of new industries to replace the old has only deepened the economic decline. With fewer people and industries supporting the city, much of Katowice's infrastructure is showing its age. Roads, bridges, and public transportation systems are in desperate need of modernization. The city's inability to attract investment for these upgrades is hampering its potential for recovery. The younger generation has been moving out in droves, seeking better education and job prospects in larger Polish cities or abroad. This brain drain is accelerating the city's collapse, as there is little left to sustain a vibrant community. While there are some revitalization efforts, including the development of cultural centers and green spaces, these have not been enough to offset the economic decline. The slow pace of recovery continues to leave Katowice at a disadvantage. Despite its industrial past and attempts at revival, Katowice is struggling to regain its former glory. The combination of job losses, aging infrastructure, and a shrinking workforce makes its future uncertain. Number 9, Palermo in Italy. Palermo, the capital of Sicily, has long been a cultural gem, but decades of economic mismanagement and high crime rates have taken a toll on this once proud city. Tourism alone hasn't been enough to sustain it, and many residents have left in search of better opportunities. Palermo's economy has struggled to diversify beyond tourism and agriculture. Unemployment rates remain among the highest in Italy, especially for younger residents. This lack of job opportunities is forcing many to leave, exacerbating the city's decline. Decades of neglect have left Palermo with crumbling roads, aging buildings, and underfunded public services. The city's historical architecture, while beautiful, is expensive to maintain, and local authorities have struggled to keep up with the necessary repairs. Palermo has a long history of dealing with organized crime, and while things have improved in recent years, the stigma remains. Corruption continues to plague local governance, preventing effective development projects from taking off and discouraging foreign investment. Once a hotspot for tourists, recent economic downturns and global travel restrictions have significantly reduced Palermo's tourist income. Without substantial tourism dollars, the city has struggled to maintain its economy. Palermo's future remains uncertain as it grapples with high unemployment, crumbling infrastructure, and the lingering effects of organized crime. The decline has forced many locals to abandon the city in search of better prospects. Number 8, Leipzig in Germany. Leipzig, once a bustling hub in eastern Germany, has experienced significant depopulation and industrial collapse since the fall of the Berlin Wall. Despite some efforts at revitalization, the city's economy remains sluggish and its population is aging. After Germany's reunification, Leipzig suffered from the collapse of its manufacturing sector. The city's economic foundation eroded as factories closed and skilled workers left for more prosperous areas in Western Germany. Leipzig has lost tens of thousands of residents over the past few decades, with many younger people leaving for better job prospects in other parts of the country. This has left behind an aging population with fewer resources to support local businesses. Although Leipzig has seen some growth in technology and creative industries, the job market remains weak compared to other German cities. The lack of well-paying jobs has kept unemployment rates high, hindering the city's recovery. Many of the city's industrial districts have fallen into disrepair, with abandoned factories and buildings contributing to a sense of urban blight. Efforts to renovate and repurpose these areas have been slow and insufficient to reverse the city's overall decline. Leipzig's slow recovery and ongoing economic challenges have made it one of Germany's most vulnerable cities. The city's efforts to modernize have yet to yield the desired results, leaving its future in limbo. Number 7. Thessaloniki in Greece. Greece's economic crisis hit Thessaloniki hard, and the city has struggled to recover. With high unemployment and a stagnant economy, this once thriving port city is now grappling with outmigration and economic decline. Thessaloniki was severely affected by Greece's financial crisis in the 2010s, and the city has yet to fully recover. Many businesses closed during the recession, and the local economy has been slow to rebound, leaving a trail of unemployment in its wake. The city's unemployment rate remains one of the highest in Greece, especially among young people. Many residents have left to seek better opportunities in Athens or abroad, contributing to a population decline that further weakens the local economy. With so many young people leaving the city, Thessaloniki is left with an increasingly aging population. This demographic shift places additional pressure on the city's social services and healthcare systems, which are already stretched thin. Tourism, one of Greece's main economic drivers, has seen fluctuations in Thessaloniki. The city struggles to compete with more popular Greek destinations like Athens and the islands, which limits its ability to attract international visitors and generate revenue. Thessaloniki's economic troubles, coupled with high unemployment and an aging population, have placed it on a rapid downward trajectory. The city's inability to recover from Greece's financial crisis has left it vulnerable to further collapse. Number 6. Bucharest in Romania. Romania's capital, Bucharest, has experienced significant depopulation and economic struggles as residents seek better opportunities abroad. The city's industrial base has weakened, and the quality of life for many has declined. Bucharest has seen a significant number of its residents leave for better opportunities in Western Europe. This has resulted in a shrinking population and a weakened local economy, as fewer workers are left to support the city's industries. Years of underinvestment in public infrastructure have left Bucharest with aging roads, unreliable public transportation, and inadequate utilities. This has contributed to the city's decline, as businesses and residents struggle to cope with outdated facilities. While some areas of Bucharest have seen investment and modernization, many parts of the city remain economically depressed. The gap between the wealthy and the poor continues to grow, leading to social unrest and further decline. As the economy has struggled, crime rates in certain areas of Bucharest have increased. This has made parts of the city less desirable for both residents and businesses, further fueling the city's collapse. Bucharest's combination of mass outmigration, deteriorating infrastructure, and economic disparities has placed it on a fast track to decline. Without significant investment and reform, the city faces an uncertain future. Number 5. Naples in Italy. Once a bustling port city known for its rich culture and history, Naples has struggled with high crime rates, political corruption, and a slow economy. These factors have led to a declining population and a weakened social fabric, making it one of Italy's fastest collapsing cities. Naples is infamous for its long-standing issues with organized crime, particularly the Camorra. This criminal presence deters investment and hinders economic development, as businesses fear the repercussions of operating in a city where corruption is rampant. Despite being one of Italy's largest cities, Naples suffers from high unemployment, especially among young adults. The lack of job opportunities has driven many to leave the city in search of better prospects, causing a significant outflow of talent and a reduced workforce. Many parts of Naples are characterized by crumbling infrastructure and poorly maintained public spaces. The city has struggled to keep up with necessary repairs and modernization efforts, resulting in neglected neighborhoods and a declining quality of life. Decades of political corruption and economic mismanagement have left Naples with limited resources for social services and infrastructure improvement. This has only accelerated the city's decline as it struggles to keep pace with the rest of the country. Naples faces a combination of economic, social, and political challenges that have put it on a rapid decline. Without significant reform, the city's future remains uncertain as it continues to lose its residents and vibrancy. Number 4. Sofia in Bulgaria. Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria, has been facing significant population decline and economic stagnation. The city's efforts to modernize have not kept pace with the outflow of talent and resources, making it one of Eastern Europe's fastest collapsing cities. Over the past few decades, Sofia has seen a continuous population drop as younger generations leave the city in search of better job prospects in Western Europe. This outmigration has left behind an aging population and fewer workers to sustain the local economy. Despite being the capital, Sofia has struggled to attract foreign investment and develop new industries. The city's economy remains largely dependent on outdated industries, which has stunted growth and exacerbated the population decline. Much of Sofia's infrastructure is outdated, with poor roads, unreliable public transportation, and inadequate public services. These conditions make the city less attractive for both businesses and residents, further contributing to its decline. Bulgaria's history of political instability and corruption has made it difficult for Sofia to implement long-term development projects. Without consistent leadership, the city's efforts to revitalize its economy and infrastructure have stalled. Sofia's inability to keep its younger population and attract investment has made it one of the fastest collapsing cities in Eastern Europe. Without significant changes, the city will continue to face a challenging future. Number 3. Lisbon in Portugal. Once one of Europe's most popular tourist destinations, Lisbon is facing rapid urban decline due to a combination of economic stagnation and a housing crisis. Many residents are leaving the city, and the economic outlook remains bleak. Lisbon's economy has become overly reliant on tourism, and the global pandemic exposed the vulnerabilities of this model. With fewer international visitors, many local businesses have closed, and unemployment has risen, leaving the city's economy struggling to recover. Lisbon has been grappling with a severe housing crisis, as rising property prices have pushed many residents out of the city. The influx of short-term rentals and luxury housing projects has made affordable housing scarce, driving locals to seek cheaper living conditions elsewhere. Like many other European cities, Lisbon faces the issue of an aging population. As younger generations move abroad for better opportunities, the city is left with an increasingly older demographic that places strain on healthcare and social services. Portugal's national debt remains a significant issue, and Lisbon has not been immune to its effects. The city's public sector has faced cuts in services and infrastructure investment, further exacerbating its economic troubles. Lisbon's dependence on tourism, coupled with a growing housing crisis and aging population, has put the city on a path of decline. Without substantial economic reform and better urban planning, Lisbon's future remains uncertain. Number 2. Budapest in Hungary. Budapest has long been one of Central Europe's cultural and economic hubs, but in recent years it has struggled with political instability, population loss, and rising inequality. These factors have placed the city on a fast track to collapse. Hungary's increasingly authoritarian government has created a challenging environment for businesses and investors in Budapest. Political tensions have discouraged foreign investment and led to international isolation, which has slowed economic growth. Budapest has seen a steady population decline as younger residents move abroad for better opportunities. This has left behind an aging population and fewer people to support local industries, creating a shrinking labor force and reduced consumer demand. While certain areas of Budapest have seen development and growth, many parts of the city remain economically depressed. Rising inequality has led to social unrest and protests, further undermining the city's stability and economic future. Many of Budapest's outer districts suffer from urban decay, with abandoned buildings and poor infrastructure becoming more common. The lack of investment in these areas has contributed to the city's overall decline. Budapest's combination of political instability, economic disparities, and population loss has made it one of the fastest collapsing cities in Central Europe. The city's future looks uncertain without significant changes in both governance and economic policy. Number 1. Athens in Greece. At the top of the list is Athens, a city that has been struggling under the weight of economic crises, mass emigration, and social unrest. Once the cradle of Western civilization, Athens is now one of Europe's most rapidly collapsing cities. Greece's financial crisis devastated Athens, and the city has never fully recovered. Unemployment rates remain high, and the economy continues to stagnate, with limited job opportunities driving many residents to seek work abroad. Young people are leaving Athens in large numbers, seeking better education and job prospects in other European countries. This has led to a shrinking population and a weakened local economy, as fewer people remain to contribute to the city's growth. Athens' infrastructure is aging rapidly, with roads, public transportation, and utilities in dire need of repair. The city's limited resources and ongoing economic troubles have made it difficult to invest in much-needed upgrades. High unemployment, poverty, and political instability have contributed to frequent protests and strikes in Athens. The social unrest has further discouraged investment and tourism, both of which are critical to the city's economy. Athens' combination of economic woes, mass emigration, and aging infrastructure has placed it at the top of the list of Europe's fastest collapsing cities. The city's future remains uncertain as it continues to grapple with these challenges. There you have it, the 10 fastest collapsing cities in Europe, each facing its own set of challenges that have led to their rapid decline. Whether it's economic crises, political instability, or population loss, these cities are in desperate need of reform to halt their downward spiral. What do you think? Can any of these cities recover, or are they destined to fade away? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.